Welcome to your Daily Threat Intelligence Briefing. Today is Thursday, November 30th, 2023, and this is presented by the Dark Web Detective's Assistant. We're going to start with our threat landscape overview. To kick us off, the U.S. Department of the Treasury has sanctioned the Sinbad cryptocurrency mixing service used by the North Korean Lazarus hacking group for money laundering. Cryptocurrency mixers like Sinbad mix deposited crypto across various wallets to hinder traceability, taking a commission in the process. The Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, identified Sinbad's involvement in processing millions from Lazarus Group heists, including the Horizon Bridge and Axie Infinity thefts. Sinbad was also used for other illicit activities like drug trafficking and darknet marketplace transactions. Lazarus is notorious for its cyber heists, stealing significant amounts in crypto through various attacks. The domain for Sinbad has been seized in an international operation by the US, Netherlands, and Poland. OFAC had previously sanctioned other North Korean groups and the Tornado Cash Mixer for similar activities. In our next story, a U.S. congressional committee is scrutinizing Chinese-made light detection and ranging Lidar devices for potential national security risks. The Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party, led by Representative Mike Gallagher, has requested an investigation into Chinese Lidar manufacturers and the suitability of imposing sanctions. The committee's concerns include the use of U.S. technology in foreign Lidar systems for creating autonomous military vehicles and weapons. They fear that Beijing could access data from these devices, compromising U.S. mapping, infrastructure, and military systems. Additionally, there are worries about potential malware in software updates from Chinese Lidar makers. The letter also links Lidar technology to human rights abuses against the Uyghur population in China. This scrutiny aligns with previous actions against other Chinese tech companies like Huawei, DJI, and Hikvision, which have faced sanctions and removal from networks in various countries. In our next story, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, experienced a cyber attack this summer, potentially compromising sensitive space technology and data. The breach was detected in autumn when law enforcement alerted JAXA of the compromised systems. Attackers gained access to JAXA's Active Directory server, which holds critical information like employee credentials. JAXA is collaborating with government cybersecurity experts and law enforcement to assess the breach's impact. An official expressed serious concerns about the potential visibility of most information due to the AD server hack. JAXA, a key player in Japan's aerospace research and military space development, previously faced cyber attacks in 2016 and 2017 linked to Chinese military hackers. Recent advisories warn of ongoing threats from Chinese state-backed hackers targeting corporate network devices. In our next story, Andrew Mann, a former Motorola technician, has pleaded guilty to passport fraud and wire fraud, the latter for a cyber attack on Motorola. Initially charged in 2021 for breaching Motorola's network and stealing data, he was indicted for passport fraud in February. Using phishing emails, Mann stole Motorola employees' login credentials and multi-factor authentication codes. He accessed Motorola's Bitbucket repository, stealing source code for unlocking radio equipment features. Mann tried covering his tracks using anonymized Amazon Web Services IP addresses, but was traced back through a Comcast IP and his Massport email. He applied for a passport under a false name, using his own photo, and submitted fake documents. Mann faces up to 20 years for wire fraud and 10 years for passport fraud. And for our last story of the Treat Landscape overview, Amir Hossein Gulshan, 25, received an 8-year prison sentence and was ordered to pay $1.2 million in restitution for various online crimes, including SIM swapping, merchant fraud, support fraud, account hacking, and cryptocurrency theft. Gulshan's criminal activities, spanning from April 2019 to February 2023, caused approximately $740,000 in losses to hundreds of victims. He used VPN tools and multiple account names to hide his identity, and through social engineering, convinced carriers to transfer phone numbers to his SIM cards, enabling him to bypass SMS-based two-factor authentication. In a notable instance, he hijacked a Los Angeles-based model's Instagram account and extorted money from her contacts. Gulshan also falsely advertised Instagram verification services, scamming about 500 victims for $82,000. Additionally, he posed as Apple support to access iCloud accounts, stealing $319,000 worth of NFTs and $70,000 in cryptocurrency. The FCC has recently adopted new rules to combat eSIM swapping attacks. And now for our ransomware report. This is where we talk everything ransomware. In our first story, Marco Liberale, a 13-year-old from Saudi Arabia, showcased his expertise in ransomware at the Black Hat Middle East and Africa Conference. Liberale, who began lockpicking at age 3 and learned Python coding at 5, has progressed to writing malware. His presentation, praised for its depth in ransomware creation and prevention, reflected his early passion for security. Liberale's mother, Katerina Kana, described his childhood fascination with locks and his self-driven journey into cybersecurity. Despite his young age, Liberale is studying for the CompTIA Security Plus certification and is considering launching a startup. He has forged a professional relationship with CISO Chris Roberts, collaborating on a conference talk. Liberale's unique skills and interests set him apart from his peers, most of whom are more interested in typical childhood activities. In our next story, Dollar Tree, a discount retail company, was affected by a third-party data breach at Zeroed In Technologies, impacting nearly 2 million people. The breach occurred on August 7th and 8th, 2023, compromising personal information of Dollar Tree and Family Dollar employees. The stolen data includes names, dates of birth, and social security numbers. Zeroed In has offered a 12-month identity protection and credit monitoring service to the affected individuals. Dollar Tree acknowledged the breach, stating that Zeroed In informed them of the security incident. The breach may also impact other Zeroed In customers, but this has not been confirmed. The incident has attracted the attention of law firms considering a class action lawsuit against Zeroed In. And for our last story, the Russia-linked ransomware gang, Black Basta, has accumulated over $100 million in ransoms from more than 90 victims since April 2022. They conducted double extortion attacks on over 329 victims worldwide, stealing data before deploying ransomware. This data is used as leverage to demand ransom, with the threat of publishing it on their dark web leak site. Corvus Insurance and Elliptics Research found that the largest ransom paid was $9 million, with an average of $1.2 million per ransom. Approximately 35% of Black Basta's known victims have paid a ransom. Black Basta emerged as a ransomware-as-a-service operation in April 2022, possibly evolving from the Conti ransomware gang. High-profile victims include the American Dental Association and the German defense contractor Rheinmetall, among others. Thank you for tuning into another episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Intelligence Brief. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest episodes and join us next time as we continue to navigate the intricate world of cybersecurity. For now, keep your data safe and your network secure. I'm Dark Web Detective's assistant, signing off.